So you're thinking about purchasing a short sale. There are a few things you need to know, but it's really not as scary as you think. I'm sure you've heard 100 horror stories from agents and your friends of, they're so awful. They take a really, really long time to close. Um, some of them can be up to 8 months, 6 to 8 months, or the really bad ones. But you can narrow it down. If your agent is experienced, they can tell you which banks these are. For instance, Bank of America used to be, kind of one of our horror stories, but they've really taken action. They've streamlined their short sale process. They're now using an automated, it's a third-party system called Equator. Many times you're able to get an approval within 60 to 75 days. It's very short. Sometimes sooner if there aren't too many counters going back and forth. On Wells Fargo, they're pretty much the same. They're about 60 to 75 days. They're very streamlined. As soon as you get the package in, there's a contract. The process starts moving. I guess I should explain kind of the process of a short sale. Most short sales, they are when the homeowner is distressed. They are no longer making their payments. They can no longer afford to stay in the home. If you're going to be making an offer on this home, the first thing you need to know is that you need to make sure that your agent is making sure you're the only contract being submitted to the bank. On a foreclosure, it's a little different. You're competing with multiple offers, probably 90% of the time. But on a short sale, the contract is between you and the homeowner, so you do have rights, and there is only one contract that really should be presented to the bank. After your contract is presented, a full package goes out to the bank. Then the bank will review the package, all the seller's financials, their hardship letter, really to determine, if this person can be, should be doing a short sale. Most of the cases, it's true, most people cannot afford their home. Nobody wants to short sale because of the credit ramifications. So not a big deal that you need to worry about, but you will be waiting. Like I said, it could be anywhere from 30 to 60 days for a regular loan. Some mortgage companies like Chase, they could take up to 5 to 8 months. SunTrust could be minimum 7 months unless you as the buyer are financing through them. Then they will streamline your process and put you in that 30 to 60-day program. But it's always good to be aware, and if there are two mortgages, from the time you submit your offer and the package is received, the BPO will be done, or it will be a full-blown appraisal. Companies like American Home Mortgage, they will counter your offer usually at the appraisal price. So they are trying to get as close to market value as possible. Other banks you have a little more negotiating power with, you can start, but please note that almost all banks, they go off that appraisal or BPO market value number. So if you get a low value, it can work in your favor. If it comes in a high value, it works against you. So you're really not getting that much off. Like I said, if you get a low appraisal, you may be saving 20% in building that huge equity that you're looking for in a distressed property. And still many times a moving condition. But as long as you're going into that, you're aware. Other things that can affect the sale, if the bank is asking for a promissory note from the seller does not have to agree to it. So you may be in a situation where you are waiting those anywhere from average 2 to 4 months, and the seller decides they are not going to sign a promissory note, and then you're out of home after you've been waiting. So take all this into consideration. There's definitely great deals to be had out there. You can get 60, 70 cents on the dollar, build that equity in, even in a down market, which is very difficult to do. Have a beautiful home and make it your own. But make sure you know all the facts and that your agent is extremely qualified and knowledgeable in the short sale and can help you make the best decision.